Good morning. It is Erica with Holy Rustic and Redheaded Princess Designs, and I have this month's club boxes. So we have our Wagon Club and our Tier Tray Club, and I thought we would paint them together. So let's start with our Wagon Club. Come in, say hey, let me know how your Thursday is going. I can't believe it's Thursday. It's crazy. So this is our Wagon Club box. We're going to start with it first. Inside your box, you're going to have all of your pieces. They are hopefully not going to be all spilt out like this one is. Okay. You're going to have your inspiration photo and your basic instructions. Also on here is your coupon code. So both of our clubs come with a coupon code, 20% off of any other of this sets. So like for the Wagon Club, you can get any other Wagon Club items. You can get a wagon, you can get a shelf that the wagon pieces go on, whatever you want with that 20% off, anything that's in that Wagon Club category. And then the same thing, the Tier Tray Club comes with a 20% off for tier tray pieces. So we're going to paint this up, and some of you may not be familiar with our Wagon Club. What it is just different seasonal inserts that go inside of our little wagon that we sell. So this is my white wagon. It's I've had it for quite some time, so it's been beat up and it's a little rough around the edges, but that's okay. It still works and it's fine. You're going to get your paint package, which is all the paint that you need to paint it just like the inspiration photo, a sponge and some glue. And then, of course, all your pieces. We're going to start just painting this. Come in, say hey. Let me know if you have questions about either one of our club boxes and what they are. I'd be happy to answer those for you. If you're a member of the Wagon Club or the Tier Tray Club, let me know that in the comments and tell me what you like about the Wagon and the Tier Tray Club. The designs in our Wagon and our Tier Tray Club are exclusive to the club, so they are not on our website, and you can only get them by being a member of the clubs. I always try to make them coordinate, so they usually have the same themes, and they kind of go together. That way, if you want to display them together, you can. We're going to start by base coating this white square. Well, this square, and we're making it white. We're going to blow dry it. Just a quick reminder, if you are over on Redheaded Princess Designs, we do stream these lives to both pages, but I can't see comments over there until after the live, so I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see those comments until after I'm finished. And when I am finished, if you have questions, I'll go over there and answer those for you. Okay, we're also going to base coat the bottom of our gumball machine with white as well. So this is the bottom of the gumball machine. It stacks up 3D, and so we're base coating this white as well. The middle of it is going to be white, and then there's a little bit of piece down here that also shines through that we're also making white. And either I have a lot of water on this brush or I didn't rinse it out very well because my white is not very white right now. But that's okay, we're just going to give it a couple coats. Last night we had double classes, kind of double booked myself. So Mom taught a class out at 812 Pizza, the Tree of Hearts. They turned out so cute. I loved seeing the pictures of those. And then I had a private event at Bear Nose Pizza in the Knobs, and we did the Be Free, Be Happy painting, and it was so cute. We're doing that one again with the Charlestown Parks Department. It is sold out. But we are doing that one again in a couple weeks with the Charlestown Parks Department. So hopefully, if you want to paint that one, you already grab tickets because that class is sold out. If we need to, we might add another. Oftentimes, I don't do the same paintings over and over unless they're just really, really popular because I like to give you guys options and choices and do different things. Tonight, we will be at the Clarksville Parks Department which for those of you who don't know, that building is right across from Sam's Club in Clarksville. Super easy to get to. There's lots of restaurants nearby that you could grab dinner at before, and it's a really nice space. It's a big open room, lots of bathrooms. There's nothing else going on in there. It's just us in that room, so it's easy to hear what's going on. Sometimes in the restaurants, I know it can be a little overwhelming because there's so much going on in those spaces. So I love the Clarksville Parks Department for the reason that we have the entire room to ourselves, and it just makes it, I think, a more enjoyable experience. So we're doing a gnome St. Patty's Day gnome shelf sitters out there tonight, and then next month we're doing a bunny, cute little bunny for Easter, which I cannot believe it's time to start painting Easter things. Okay, I'm not painting this whole gumball machine. I am just doing the middles here because that's the only part that's going to show when I put my little front on this piece. Okay, so if you're looking at it and you're like, what the heck is she doing? That's why I'm not base coating the entire thing. All right, we also need to do our words that say kiss me in white, so let's go ahead and do those as well. I'm just looking at my little inspiration photo here. Good morning, Shauna. How are you this morning, my dear? It has been unseasonably warm here lately, and I am loving it. I am so here for the sunshine and the warm weather. And I just know that here, maybe even next week or tomorrow, could be tomorrow around here, you never know, in good old Southern Indiana, that the weather is going to break my heart and winter is going to come back with a vengeance, and I'm going to be very sad that my sunshine is gone. But for now, I am embracing the sun and just enjoying all of the sunshine and the vitamin D, soaking it up as much as I can because it just makes my soul happy. Oh no, COVID crud. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. It has been quite the season for sickness this year. I don't know what is going on, but like, I feel like we've had more than usual. I don't know. My kiddo's been stuffy the past couple of days, and I'm like, I hope that's allergies and not something else that you're sharing with us. And my husband was feeling bad the other day. Like, keep it to yourself, dude. Don't share those germs, please. All right, I'm going to do just another little bit of sponging of white on this piece here because I can see a lot of my brush strokes and I'm not loving the way that's looking. So we're just going to do a quick little sponge of white here on this. Okay, I think that's good. So those should be our white pieces. Let's do our dark green next. And I'm not going to open that paint packet because I might need that, so I'm going to pull some bottles down here. I know the cow in the bathtub. I know, it's such a cute painting. I love that one so much. And they turned out adorable. So we did cows and bathtubs on, today's Thursday, yesterday was Wednesday, so Tuesday night. No idea what day of the week it is. Tuesday night at Our Lady of Petrol Hops, we did cows in bathtubs, Highland cows in a bathtub. Adorable painting. And they turned out so stinking cute. Painting those bubbles is so much fun. I wish that was one that I could offer online, but I just can't. I don't have the licensing to put that online. Tier tray club here. Oh, yay. Yes, I love the tiered tray. Have you painted yours yet this month, Shauna? Tier tray. We're gonna hopefully, I'm gonna try to do them both. This is probably gonna be a longer live than normal because we're gonna try to get them both done because of all the weather and school cancellations and everything. I have not gotten those done, and I sincerely apologize about that, but it's just been a little bananas around here, and it's hard for me to go live when the kiddo is home. Not because he really gets in the way too much, but I'm looking for just a slightly darker green here. Oh, let's try this one. He doesn't really, he's not like he bothers me. I mean, he's 14. He does his own thing. But I get out of routine because we're sleeping in or, you know, whatever. And he does need help with his e-learning a lot. So I just don't get as much work done as I would like when we have e-learning days. And we've had a lot of e-learning days this year. So I apologize that I have not been live to paint either one of these with you guys, but we're going to do them hopefully both today, as long as we don't get too crazy on the time here. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to grab a little bit of black as well. So I want to darken this green up just a little bit more. So this is our hat, our little hat piece that goes in our wagon. Now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of black with this green to do a second coat. Oh, that's a lot of black. Okay, not quite that much black. There we go. We just want a nice dark green. Perfect. Perfect. So there is our hat piece. Let's go ahead and give this another coat as well. It's the base for our horseshoe. So let me know, is St. Patrick's Day big where you live or not? Do you celebrate St. Patty's Day? I honestly don't even know what day St. Patrick's Day is on. I will be completely honest there. I have no clue what day St. Patty's Day is. Obviously, I am not really celebrating St. Patty's Day a whole bunch myself, but we do. I like the decor, so it's fun. Any reason to put out some decorations? Okay, our words, lucky, charm, which are going on our white square here, we're going to do these in an ombre with the darker green at the top and the lighter green at the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to take my sponge. I'm going to do that dark green, the same dark green I used on my hat. And I'm going to sponge on the top half of these words. Okay, the top half of lucky and the top half of the word charm here. And then we're going to switch out that sponge. Let's just clip this one here. And we're going to pick up some of the lighter green. So that is, I may not have any of it in here. Okay. Crisp green here. Let's pick up some of our brighter, lighter green. It's always the 17th. Shauna's celebrating St. Patrick's Day. She knows what day it is. All right, some of our brighter green on our sponge. And we're going to come from the bottom up into where we did the dark. And I'm just barely tapping that lighter green right over where the dark and the light green are now going to meet. And you may have to kind of come back and forth a little bit with your two sponges. But that line where those two colors are meeting, we're just barely tapping. And so now we have this nice little kind of half and half ombre look with our colors. And I just kind of switch back and forth until I get it to where I like it. What I don't want is a harsh line where like one green stops and the other one starts. I really want that nice blend of colors in the middle there. All right, so here's our word, lucky. I'm taking that light green right up, almost even just a little bit on top of where the darker green was. And then I can take my sponge. So you'll see right now I have almost like a line where the two colors stop, and I don't really want that. So I'm gonna come back with this darker green sponge. I'm not really adding any more paint. I'm just coming right on top of where those colors meet and just tapping in that space. Straight up and down with your sponge. Tap, tap, tap. And you can keep switching back and forth until you get a nice blend of the colors on that line. And we're not really adding much more paint. We're just blending what is already there. And see how now we have this nice blend of the two colors. It's not like a harsh line anymore. All right, so we've got lucky and we've got charm. Let's paint our front of our gumball machine. Well, we're gonna make it green as well. This kit is really just a shades of green, lots and lots of green, and a little gold. Green and gold. And these really do paint up pretty quickly. It's not going to take you very long. What I love about these kits is it's a reason for you to just kind of sit down and take a little break from the craziness of life and just paint something and make something cute to put up in your home. All right, that's gold. That is gold. That is gold. Let's do this little shamrock guy here in this lighter green. And I'm even going to take some of my darker green and do a few little accents on some of these. Okay, I think that's an extra piece. I don't think we need that piece. These little horseshoes we're going to do in gold. That piece is gold. Those are gold. So let's do a couple of these little shamrocks in the lighter green, and then we'll do a couple of them in the darker green. So we're going to do 3 of the lighter green ones. These are going to go inside the gumball machine. It is definitely me time, yes. Oh, that 24 karat gold is amazing. Good morning, Opal. I love the 24 karat gold. Makes it sparkly, and everything is better when it's sparkly. All right, and then we're going to take our darker green sponge and just do these little baby shamrocks here. A couple of them in the darker green as well. I think, oh, nope, I got to do the front piece for the wagon. This piece here, this is what hangs on the front of the wagon. We also have a shelf that you can get that goes with our wagon pieces. It's instead of the wagon, it's a shelf that you can put all of these pieces on, and they fit really nicely in there as well. So if you don't love the wagon, you can do the shelf with these pieces as well. And we're just painting this with the green. And so you'll see, you're going to get a makeup sponge inside of your kit. You could really paint this entire kit with the makeup sponge if you wanted. You wouldn't necessarily need any paintbrushes to paint anything. All right, so there is that. I'm going to take my darker green sponge. Just grab a little bit of that darker green. We're going to come right around the edges here with a little bit of that darker green, just for some interest and give us a little shadow here. So I'm taking this side of the sponge and just barely tapping around the edges. You don't need very much paint. Be careful if you have paint on your fingers because it's probably going to transfer. And then if you get too much, like I feel like this is a little heavy through here, you can come back with that original color and just blend it a little bit. But there we go. So now we just have that nice little kind of dark edge around it. I'm gonna do the same thing with our gumball machine. Just right around that edge. Like a little shadow. And just barely tapping with my sponge. I'm not putting the whole of the sponge on here. I'm really coming from that edge of the piece and right around the front. Okay, there we go. There is that. Okay, I think we're ready for our gold now. And we have lots of little pieces to paint with the gold. So let's see. We're going to start with trying to look at what we gave you in your kit. So we did give you shiny, sparkly gold in your kit. I'm going to base coat these with some yellow ochre. Let me grab it here. I've got a big bottle sitting over here. So if you don't have yellow ochre at home, what I would recommend is base coating all of your gold pieces with white. It just makes that gold pop a little bit more, and then you're able to paint it with that. Okay, so if you don't have a yellow handy, because we did not include that, you can base coat these with white as well, and you're going to get the same effect. But I've got this yellow here, so we're going to use it. And it's not a bright yellow, this is yellow ochre, or even raw sienna is the same kind of color family there. Just something with kind of that gold tone. And we're just doing a base coat of that, because a lot of times your gold paints, your true gold paints, don't have a lot of color base to them. They're more sparkly and shiny than anything. So by doing the color base first with the white or the yellow, you're gonna get, you're gonna be able to see that gold pop a little bit more on the wood. Horseshoes, this little 3 bundle of shamrocks. We're doing these in the gold as well. There they are, and then our big horseshoe. There we go. And our 25 cents. You're definitely going to want to paint this 25-cent sign for your gumball machine with a sponge, so you're not pressing all the paint down into the little grooves on your piece. Okay, anytime there's a word or anything that's engraved on your piece, if you paint it with a sponge instead of a paintbrush, that will keep you from pushing paint down into those little grooved areas, and you'll still be able to see those. That way you don't have to worry about trying to take a paint pen and going over everything and all that good stuff, okay? And then we're gonna do the little heart on the Kiss Me. We're gonna make that gold as well. Just barely. Okay, there's not much paint on that sponge. Let's get a smidge more paint, and somehow I picked up green. We're gonna try not to use that side. All right. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's clip our sponge again. So you'll see I'm just using the same sponge over and over, and I just keep clipping off the painted end, and then I can keep using it. And we're gonna grab our gold. Where are we gonna put this? Let's put some over here. All right, there is our, this is called Treasure Gold. I don't know, Plaid sent this to me for free, so I do like it. It's an interesting shape model though. All right, let's start with the gold. Let's go back to the pieces we did first. Those should be dry. And we're gonna come in with our gold paint and just paint these with that gold. This Treasure Gold does have a nice coverage on it, I will say. It is very shiny. But having that yellow base underneath does help. All right, there's that piece. And then this one, a little coin part for our gumball machine, our lips, these little guys, when you do paint with a sponge, you have a pretty light coat because you're not putting a ton of paint on here, so it dries very quickly. Which is why I did not need to take the dryer and dry all of this. It's already dry because we had so many pieces to paint that they dried as we were doing the rest of them. All right, so there is that horseshoe, the bigger horseshoe. And then we got our little guys here, little baby horseshoes. Go inside our gumball machine. And then our little 25 cents. And the little heart on top of our Kiss Me. Perfect. Okay. I think that's everything. I need to take a little paint pen to this 25 cents. So let's dry that and see if we can find our white paint pen. It's probably a good question as to where it is. I don't even see my bucket of pens setting up here. Oh, there they are. These Grabby acrylic markers are amazing. They come in like a million different colors, and they have a very, very fine point to them. So I love them for doing things like filling in this 25 cents because they have that nice fine point. Now if you have a really steady hand, you could probably do this with a paintbrush, or if you don't have a steady hand and you don't have paint pens, it would look perfectly fine without filling this in too. So either way, you're still, because we painted it with a sponge, you're still going to be able to see the letters, numbers, and it's still going to look really cute, but we're just going to fill it in with our paint pen. There we go. And I just got these on Amazon, like they weren't anything crazy. All right, let's start assembling all of our pieces. Move everything out of the way. We're going to start with our gumball machine. We're going to find our glue. Inside of your kit, you're going to get a tube of E6000. E6000 is not a quick dry glue. It has a dry time on it of about 24 hours. So you're going to want all these pieces lay flat for 24 hours before you go set them up, because otherwise they're going to move on you. So be aware of that and let them dry really well before you go and set them up. Okay. In about 30 minutes, they're going to seem like they're dry, but I promise you they are not. Okay, that piece goes right there. I'm going to put our little 25-cent shamrock up here in the corner. And then all of our little shamrocks are going to go inside here with these little baby horseshoes in our little gumball machine. And you just need a tiny bit of glue. A little bit goes a long ways. I just kind of run the glue along the back of the piece, almost like lipstick, so that you're not getting a whole bunch of glue. Because if you get too much glue, it's going to get everywhere and it's going to look, not going to look as nice. All right, so there's our cute little gumball machine. Perfect. We've got our horseshoe here. And I like to glue everything together and then add my little white highlights. That way I'm not putting white highlights anywhere that I'm not going to be able to see. There's our horseshoe. All right, we've got our, this is the piece that goes on the front of the wagon. It says "Kiss Me." Here. And then our lips. Cute. Perfect. I need to move that just a little bit. There we go. And then our lucky charm. So the word lucky, and then the word charm. These are so cute. I love them, and I love that they go together because when I display them, I put them kind of near each other in our house on our mantle, and so having the sets that really coordinate helps just kind of tie everything together for that holiday or whatever. All right, there's our little lucky charm. We put those 3 little shamrocks on there, and then our hat. Where did my hat go? Y'all, where did I put my hat? She's way over there. I don't even know how she got that far. Okay, we need to paint actually this middle piece here. This needs to be black. It was hiding over there and I lost it. So I'm just, there's etched lines on there that show you where the hat band is, and I'm just painting inside those etched lines with my paintbrush. So if you join our Wagon Club or our Tiered Tray Club by the end of the month, you get this month's set. And I will tell you again that these are exclusive to the club, so you cannot just go on our website and buy this exact set. We do have other sets, St. Patty's Day sets and stuff on there, but this particular set you can only get if you're a member of the club. So if you want this month's set or you're interested in joining the club, just click that link up in the description of the video and it'll take you right to the website where you can sign up. It's $25 a month and that includes your shipping, so it's a great price and it gives you a chance to do something for yourself each month. Spend a little bit of time just doing some painting. Like I said, these don't take very long to paint up. Honestly, if I wasn't sitting here chit-chatting and yakking it up, would probably already have this done. So you can have it done pretty quickly. And I know I am a fast painter, but it doesn't take long to paint these up. So it's just something for you to do for yourself each month, which I highly encourage. The world can be a little crazy, and I think it's important to take time to do something that you enjoy. All right, we're going to take our tiny brush and we're going to just add our little white accents. So I like to do lines and dots on my pieces. You can do whatever makes your heart happy is usually what I say. It does not have to be anything crazy. And these little accents are just kind of meant to, A, they kind of help draw your eye around the piece. And B, they just make it look a little more interesting. Okay, there's our little hat. I'm loving Gorilla Glue Gel Squeezable Hard Body Super Glue. It allows you to use over and over without the glue tip drying up after the first use. Using the same container for the last couple months now, and it sets immediately. Oh, interesting. Yeah, if you like a super glue or like a quick set glue, you can use that too. The one thing I would not recommend is a hot glue, because a lot of times the hot glue doesn't have a long hold, and after a while that glue does start to break down and your pieces will come apart. But any kind of like a super glue also works well. I like the E6000 just because it does have that little bit of a dry time, so if I need to move pieces I can, and I don't have to worry about them already being stuck wherever I set them down. All right, there's our little gumball machine. Let's see, this little guy, I think he just needs a couple little swipes of white. And we'll do a few little dots just so we're consistent here. Little horseshoe. Okay, our Lucky Charm. This is where people tend to get a little stressed out and they kind of overthink these little lines. Don't overthink it. They're just lines, so you can put them wherever you like. There are no rules here. I always use the bottom of my brush to do the little dot parts. It's just easier than trying to use like the bristle. Okay, there's our Lucky Charm piece. And then we've got our Kiss Me. We're going to do a couple little white swipes here on our lips. And maybe a little white highlight on that heart. And then I'm going to pick up some black to do a few little lines on our words. Since the words are white, can't really do white paint on them. But I don't want to leave them plain. Especially since I did everything else, I don't want to leave these out. dry. I missed the water cut. Get in there, paintbrush. Oh my goodness, he doesn't want to get in the water cut. There. All right, let's dry everything. Remember, you're going to let it lay flat for 24 hours so that it's nice and dry before you go setting it up. But I'll show you kind of how we do our wagon. I don't think I have the clips for this in here. I'm kind of looking around. I don't know where they are. So your wagon should have two little L-shaped clips that go on the front here that hold this sign on. Well, I don't see mine. I don't know where they are. But they just hang on the wagon here. They're not down in there, are they? No. They hang on the wagon, and so this sign here can hang on the front of your wagon with those little clips. And then the rest of your pieces you can put in here. I like to put some packing paper inside of my wagon, just so that my pieces can sit up a little bit higher. So you're just gonna set these in your wagon like so, and you can even set them outside of the wagon, and then you've got the little sign that goes on the front. So cute. All right, so we're gonna set these over to the side so they can dry. That is your wagon club for February. All right, set all that to the side so it can dry, and let's look at our tiered tray club. So this month's tiered tray club box matches the wagon club. And inside the box, just like with the tiered tray or with the wagon, you're going to get your paper with your inspiration photo and your coupon code for 20% off. You're going to get your whole little stack of pieces. We included some cute little leprechaun gnomes, and you're going to, of course, get your paint and your glue. And this one comes with a banner, so you've got string in there to put your banner on as well. All right, let's open this puppy up. And get to painting. This is kind of like a little St. Patrick's Day coffee set. Super cute. Oh, thank you, Shauna. All right. Here we go. So let's just pull these out. You have in here a little stand that we've included. So this just slides together like this. I don't usually paint these because I like to use them with different tiered trays. These will work with any of your tiered trays or even with your wagons to hold some of those pieces up. So I don't usually paint those, but that's how those go. We'll just set that to the side. We've got our little coffee cups. Okay, let's start with our dark green. So we're going to start with this piece that has the coffee cup etched on it, and we're going to use that dark green that we used over on our wagon club piece. So I mixed a little bit of black with my green to just get a nice dark green color. I'm going to base coat this. Good morning, Anita. If you're just joining us, we are painting up our wagon club and our tiered tray club pieces for the month. I just finished the wagon club kit, and we're working on our tiered tray kit now. So these are our club boxes. They're $25 a month. You can find them on the website. There are two different clubs that you can join. One is the wagon club and one is the tiered tray club. You're going to get all your pieces that you need each month. These are exclusive to the club, so you can't find these on the website. And it's just a fun way to have some time for yourself each month to do something that you enjoy and make some cute decor for your home. I always try to make sure these go together. They're very seasonal, so they usually tie in with whatever holidays or things are going on at that time of year. I'm just painting up the 2 cups for our banner in that same dark green color. I like to just kind of look at the picture and paint everything in that color that I can, and then do the next color. That also works really well if you're using this makeup sponge to paint with, because then that allows you to use everything you need for that one color, and then you can clip it and do another color. All right, so there's that. This little cup here appears to be dark green as well. And we're gonna do our little, let's just do our stand in that darker green. That green is almost black. I mixed a little bit of black with my green, and it is almost a black color. And then this cup that is on the top of the stack, we're doing that one in dark green as well. And if you don't have a tiered tray, you could put these pieces on a shelf. You could display them on your mantle. We have a little coffee bar area that I like to put some of my tiered tray pieces on. So there's lots of ways that you could use these if you don't have a tiered tray, or maybe you do have a tiered tray, but you have so many tiered tray pieces that you don't know what to do with them all. There's lots of options there for how to display these. All right, I'm gonna paint up the whole straw. And I think that is all of my dark green pieces. So let's just rinse that brush out. We're gonna switch to our medium green. I did not paint both of these little stands. They just stack together to just make that stand a little bit taller. So I didn't paint both of those. And you may not need both of the stands depending upon how, where you set your stuff. You may only need one. But we do have both of them in there for you. All right, we're gonna do our medium green color. We're gonna paint this little tag that says Lucky. Set that over there. The bottom cup on our stack of cups is that medium green. That are 2 shamrocks for our banner. And there are lots of ways to do this. Like, you could paint one small piece at a time. So this kit has 1, 2, 3 signs, the little stack of cups, and then a banner. So you could paint each individual piece, you know, like do one whole sign and then move to the next one if you want. I just kind of like to piece it out and paint all the same color and then move to the next color. And then when I'm done and I have everything painted, then I glue it together. But you don't have to do it that way. You could do one sign at a time if this feels a little overwhelming. And sometimes, depending upon how many pieces there are in a kit, this way can be, it can be a little overwhelming because there gets to be so many pieces that you don't know where to start or what to do first. So just, you know, when you open your box, it feels like, oh my gosh, I don't know which piece to paint first. Don't stress about it. Go ahead and just pick a piece and start painting it. And that's fine too. There is no wrong way to paint these up. All right, we've got lots of little shamrocks here, and I honestly don't know at this moment in time which ones go with which. Okay, I think those go with those 2 cups. So we're gonna make those the lighter color. I'm just gonna paint some of these this darker green, and then we're gonna make an even, well, this is the medium green. We're gonna have an even lighter green, and we're gonna do some of them in that color as well. So few of these up. I am not worried if it doesn't look exactly like the picture when I'm done. All right, there's those, and let's do one more in this green color. Our medium green shade. And then we're gonna go for a nice light green, like a minty green. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of white to my green and make a nice minty green here. We're gonna paint, not that piece. We're gonna paint this cup here. Good morning, Kim. With that minty green. Well, I just added a little bit of white to my regular green. And I think we did give you a pre-mixed minty green in the kit, so you don't have to mix a green up. So there's that cup. This little cup, we're gonna make that minty green as well. All the green colors here. Okay, we're gonna do these little guys. Beautiful. A couple of our little shamrocks we're gonna do in that minty green. Just a reminder, if you are watching over on the Redheaded Princess Design page, I do always stream these in multiple places. I think we're also streaming into the Craft Kits group this morning. So if you're anywhere other than the main Holy Rustic Facebook page, I'm probably not seeing your comments. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I just can only see like one set of comments at a time, and it's wherever I am at. And so right now I'm on the Holy Rustic page, and so those are the comments that I can see. But if you have questions about either one of our club boxes, drop them in the comments and I will be sure to answer those when we are finished. Okay, that guy's already painted. Those are gonna be white and those are gonna be white. All of that is white. That is golden. Just kind of trying to separate some stuff out now so I can see what's left. That piece is white and that's white. Okay, and we don't need to paint this base piece where the coffee cups are stacked because you're not going to see it. Okay, I think that's all of our minty green pieces. What do I have hiding over here? Okay. Nope, we're good. All right. So let's move those out of the way. We're gonna paint our golden pieces next. So that is our little Lucky Latte Coffee Co. sign. The little hole that goes on the tag, and there's a little string of these guys, and one shamrock that I think I painted green. I did indeed paint it green. Okay, it's the one that goes on this cup. So I just need to see which one that is. I think it's this one. It's okay. We're just gonna repaint them. I always say the best thing about painting is there's no mistakes. You don't like what you did, or you painted something the wrong color, which there's no wrong color. This would look fine with the green as well. Then you can just, let that dry and paint over top of it. It's fine. All right, we're going to use our golden yellow to paint up this sign. I am not worried about the words on here because they are 3D, and so I don't have to worry about those etched lines. If this was a piece where the lines were etched in there and I wasn't going to put 3D pieces over them, instead of using my brush, I would use a makeup sponge, which is in your kit, to just barely tap the paint on here, and then you would still be able to see all of the engraved lines when you were done, and you wouldn't have to worry about trying to go over them with a paint pen or something like that. Okay, so just be aware of that. I'm not worried about it because these are they're 3D, so we don't have to worry about going over those with the paintbrush today. All right, these little guys are golden as well. Hand and your pieces get really messy when you use the brush, using the sponge for like pieces like this that have lots of little intricate details will keep the paint from going down into the side. I will say after years of painting these types of pieces, I have learned how to hold my brush so that the paint isn't going all over the edges. But it does take practice, and you do have to kind of hold your brush at a different angle than you do when you're painting canvas. So if you're having a hard time with that and your edges are getting really messy, use your sponge instead, because that'll keep you from pushing all the paint down the edges. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit. We have that gold on our plate, and I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to brush a little bit of that shiny, sparkly gold over top of my yellow here. All right, let's do this guy as well. Now, this is probably not going to cover as well over top of the green. Yellow and things in that yellow family tend to be pretty translucent. And so it's going to take a couple coats to cover the green that I accidentally put on there. But that's okay. We'll just dry it in between coats. And just do a couple of quick coats. I could also add a little bit of white to this to give that a little more base. And that would help cover quicker if I was worried about how I wanted it to cover. All right, I'm going to brush a little bit of the sparkly gold on this piece as well. Just for funsies. Because we have it on our plate, so why not? Like, I have it over here from the Wagon Club that we just painted, so I might as well use it up. No need to waste it. So if you get both the Wagon and the Tiered Tray Club, you probably have extra of that sparkly gold as well. If you like it, you could put it on these pieces as well. It's not included in the Wagon in the Tray Club kit. This month we didn't include the sparkly gold. We just gave you a yellowy color. But if you have that sparkle gold, you could certainly put it on these pieces, or you could, you know, grab some at the store. All right, there's that little shamrock. See, that green covered just fine. No worries. Okay, and there's that piece. All right, now we need to do our white pieces. I feel like there's something in my ear. It's driving me crazy. Yesterday when I got done painting, I went and I was in the restroom looking at fixing my hair or whatever, and I looked up and I had blue paint all in my hair and all over my ear. I was like, what the heck? How did that even happen? All right, we're going to take our white and we're going to paint all our white pieces, and then we are almost finished here, my friends. Almost there. Okay, so don't forget, you have today and tomorrow to get any of this month's deals. So our Wagon Club, our Tiered Tray Club for the month, if you order them today or you order them tomorrow, because right, today's the 27th of February, tomorrow's the last day of February. So if you order them either one of those days, then you will get this month's club boxes, okay? You have today and tomorrow to order this month's BOGO kit, which we painted yesterday here live. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Cheryl and Patricia. We painted that yesterday live. It is the cute little Easter Bunny shelf sitter. Here she is. So cute, right? We painted this up yesterday. If you want to get the BOGO for that, you need to grab it today or tomorrow before that deal goes away. You're going to use the code Rustic Bunny BOGO, B-O-G-O, and put 2 of them in your cart. It has to be 2 of the bunnies, okay? So there seems to be some confusion about that this month, and I apologize. It's probably on us for not being super clear about that. But the BOGO is just for those 2 bunny kits. So you're going to get 2 of the bunny kits, put them in your cart, and use that code, and it will take the price of 1 of them off. But you have to order it today or tomorrow, okay? If you come to me on, what, Saturday is the 1st of March? Tomorrow's Friday, yeah. So if you come to me on Saturday, you will not get the buy one, get one free, okay? The deal ends tomorrow. I'm going to do all my words here with the white. Don't forget to grab those if you want them. If you want this month's club boxes, go ahead and put those in your cart and check out as well, because they are going away. And then if you're not in our craft kits group, it's Holy Rustic Craft Kits. We do voting on the BOGO each month. So if you want to get in on knowing what new kits are being released, or when we have special deals, or being able to voice your opinion about which kit you like the best and which one you think should be the BOGO for the month, make sure you go join that group. It is free. It's here on Facebook, Holy Rustic Craft Kits group. Just search and you'll find it, and you can join that group for no cost. We like for you to post pictures of what you've painted. It's a great group for getting inspiration on different pieces, and it's also how you find out when we do like contests and things for giveaways and stuff like that. But we'll be putting the ideas for this next month's BOGO in there, usually around the 5th. Somewhere between the 1st and the 5th is when we add in where you can vote on what you want the BOGO to be. All right, I'm doing the top of these cups whipped cream here for the banner. These are not 3D pieces, so just coming in and painting those up with the white, and we are almost done. I think this is the last piece here that needs some paint, and then we can glue everything and add our little details. And then I did make a post yesterday in our craft kits group as well. If you have not heard, Facebook is getting rid of, so starting last week, they're no longer housing the live videos for longer than 30 days. And we do come on here and do a lot of these tutorials and stuff so you can see how to paint your pieces. A lot of times, even if you're not painting that exact kit, there's lots of little tips and tricks in there if you haven't painted these kind of pieces before. I am trying to figure out what to do with all of our videos so that you guys will still be able to find them even after 30 days. And they don't just like go away. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you join that group so that you know what's going on and where the videos are going to be housed after they're gone from Facebook. It's probably going to be a YouTube type thing where you can go to our YouTube channel and find all of our videos, but I haven't quite decided what to do yet. We'll get on that. All right, we're going to start gluing. Oh, I need to fix that straw too. We're going to start gluing these pieces down. Our little whipped cream. And we gotta put this, we need to put the white stripes on this straw. We'll glue them down and then we'll add the white stripes. And I forgot to come back and add the stripes. And I did it in that dark green, and I'm not loving that because it's not really showing up against that background. So I'm actually going to take some of my lighter green and just go over it. Just so I can tell the difference between the straw and the background, because I'm looking at it on there and it's not really showing up. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then this gets a little golden shamrock. And I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do the little details on these pieces as we glue them together. So we'll take our tiny brush and do our little white highlights. All right, so there's our little latte sign. Set him over here. There we go. All right, we've got our little luck sign here. Looks like a little tag. Nope. Okay, and then it gets a baby cup. Here it is. Little baby coffee cup, and it should have some little baby whipped cream. Get on there. All right, and then hopefully I have a shamrock that fits there that's the right color. There she is. All right, that one on there. Cute. And then the little yellow circle that goes at the top. Good morning, Wendy and Patricia. How's everybody doing today? So if you're just joining, these are our tiered tray club box for the month of February. If you want to learn more about our tiered tray club, click the link up top and you will be able to find out more information, where you can join the club and how you can get these cute kits to paint on your own at home. It's a great way to do something for yourself each month and just have a little me time. All right, just a few little highlights on this guy. And so cute. Now if you wanted, you could add some twine there. We'll let this dry and I'll show you how you can finish that piece out with some twine. And I just got paint on me every time I get paint on me. I want to tell y'all about something really cool that I found. Well, a customer told me about it one day at a paint class because I am always getting paint all over myself. They are called Tub-O towels. So T-U-B-O, letter O, towels, okay? You can buy them on Amazon. My local hardware store sells them too, which is actually the girl who told me about them. She works there, and so she was telling me about them. They will take paint out of everything. I had clothes, right? Because everything I own has paint on it. I had some clothes that had dried paint on it, and a lot of times I don't worry about it. You can use rubbing alcohol to get paint out of clothes if you do it before you put them in the wash. But honestly, it's a hazard of the job for me, and a lot of the clothes that I own have paint on them. But these Tub-O towels will get paint, and I don't have them in here. They're in the other room. They will get dried paint out of anything. I had a pair of jeans that had paint on them that had been washed and dried, and usually once you wash them and you dry them, like that's it, right? It's over. You're never getting that paint off. It's just going to be there for the rest of time. But I just took the little Tub-O towels and scrubbed it, and it came right out. And it smells like oranges. I don't really know what the magic is in the formula of these towels. They're not Clorox wipes. It's not bleach, and it says on there that there's no harsh chemicals. I don't know, but they work amazing. So if you're like me and you're a messy painter and you're constantly getting paint on your clothes, go look them up. They're on Amazon. Tub-O towels. They are a little bit pricier than like Clorox wipe, but let me tell you, if it saves me from having to buy new pairs of pants and new shirts all the dang time because I constantly have paint on them and I never have nice clothes, it's totally worth it. I had my sweater on yesterday while we were sitting here painting, and I got white paint on it and went and grabbed one of those Tub-O towels when we were finished, and it came right out. No big deal. All right, let's add the white highlights to these. Good morning, Kat and Diana. How is everybody doing today? All right, just a few little highlights on this. I like these little coffee cups. They're so cute. And I think I'm going to put this one on our coffee bar. So it's perfect with the little coffee cups. So these guys set inside your little stand that we painted at the beginning. They just go right in there so you can stand that up. And like I said, you have two stands. You probably only need one, but you can stand that up. Remember that E6000 does need time to dry. So we're going to let it lay flat, but that's how that stand works. All right, little Lucky Latte Coffee Co. This is not the glue I had. That one's empty. We're almost there. Almost there. All right, here's our little coffee cup. We've got some little shamrocks on here. Remember, when you use your E6000, you're putting it on like lipstick. We're not doing big globs of glue. Just a dot, not a lot. Don't need a whole bunch of glue. Okay. There are little etched lines here that show you where to put the shamrocks. a little whipped cream for our coffee cup. And let's move this guy over here and put this guy here. Yeah. All right, and then we've got our words. You could also put your E6000 on with a toothpick or a Q-tip if you're having a hard time getting it on there without it getting all over the backs and making giant messes. That helps too. So. Okay. And then if you have a tiered tray and you're not sure how to display your tiered tray pieces once you get them all painted and they look gorgeous, and when you put them on your tray you just kind of feel like they just kind of I felt that way for a long time. I really wasn't sure how to set it up so that it really looked cute. We have created a tiered tray guide for you. It's a free guide. You can grab it over on our website. If you go to holyrustic.com and you just scroll down, you will see it. It's a tiered tray guide, and it's easy ways to decorate your tiered tray with our pieces and then kind of elevate it as well. Because a lot of times if I take my tiered tray and I just set these pieces on there, it just kind of looks kind of bleh, right? It's not great. It's cute, but I feel like it could be a little extra, and I am definitely an extra kind of person. And so I put together a little guide for how to set your pieces up to make your tray kind of pop and look nice and full. All right, I need to add, I didn't do the details on that last sign, and we need to put a few details. These are your 4 garland pieces that you're gonna string onto your twine. So we're just gonna put a few little details on these. Cute. All right, so there is our tiered tray set. We've got our Lucky Latte coffee cosign. We have our 4 little pieces. These are a little banner. You're gonna string just in and weave it in and out for those, so you can hang that up, right? You've got your little coffee mug sign. We've got our little stack of cups with the little stand. And then of course you have your stand, your little easel, mini easel. So this is great for holding like the signs up and stuff if you want to hold them up with that. And I didn't paint that because I like it to stay plain and I could just use it for other things. And then we have our little tag that says luck. I'm going to show you how to make, how to finish out that tag. So you can take some twine or some jute string. Just going to take a little piece here and I'm going to tie it over. So I'm just folding it in half and then I'm going to make a little knot here. If you had beads, you could put beads on here. A couple little beads would look really cute. I don't have any sitting here. We'll just do it like this. So we're going to feed it through the hole and then I'm just going to loop it around on top of itself and pull. And then it's got a little string on it, so it just looks a little more finished that way. You could put a little tassel on here. You could put some cute little ribbons. Like I said, you could put a couple little beads on your string, whatever you want to do. But you should have enough twine to do a little bit on your tag and then also some on here. If you're having trouble getting the twine through these holes, a little bit of tape on that end of that twine will make it easier to thread in and out, just kind of like you would like a little shoelace type thing. All right, so there's our little tiered tray set for the month. So this is this month's tiered tray set. And then we did the Wagon Club as well. And look how cute they are together. So cute. Let's grab the rest of these pieces. Here we go. So we've got all our St. Patty's Day decor ready to go. And these pieces all go so well together. So you can set your wagon up next to your tiered tray and have a whole little St. Patrick's Day display at your home. So I would love to see pictures of your pieces. Be sure to post those in the Craft Kits group because I really enjoy seeing how you paint your pieces up and seeing all the different ways. Don't forget to grab this month's deals before they go away. You've got today and tomorrow to do that. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday and I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye bye y'all.